characters for like the next 6 months, outside of obviously brand new characters that are unannounced and then any bonus gods they get done that weren't on the list. Where are we fighting? Who are we ganking? A Nuwa middle? That's pretty gankable. Nuwa may do a lot of damage, but she's very gankable. I'm looking towards mid. Oh, yeah. He's going to have to combat blink it.
You have slain an enemy.
Very gankable. You know what I'm saying? Very gankable.
An ally has been slain.
Yes, the first 50 are the gods that are supposed to be available at free-to-play launch. The goal was 50 gods for the free-to-play launch. At this point, I honestly don't know if that's going to hold true. That was the goal, but like the game may very well need quite a bit more time by the time it even gets there, so it might be closer to like 60 gods or something, you know, for like free-to-play launch. Oh, my pillar body block Batman.
No. No.
Yes. God. How mad is that guy right now, dude? That's some aimbot right there, dude, reporting. You're worried about the comp scene? The game feels too rough for a major competition in January. I have mixed opinions on this. On one hand, the game is absolutely, positively not ready for a comp scene. Objectively. There is no argument that can be made that Smite 2 is ready for a comp scene, because I don't actually even think that you can make an argument that it was ready. I don't think there's even an argument that it was ready for public release, personally. I think Smite 2 was given to the public much, much, much too early. And Hi-Rez, you know, has their arguments that, you know, they want to get people's hands on it early and all that stuff. I just firmly disagree. The only argument the only reason why I'm conflicted on the comp stuff is like, just from, you know, the ex-pro player in me, you know? Like, the SPL guys all got pretty screwed towards the end of Smite 1. Pretty screwed to, like, super-duper screwed, depending on, you know, who you ask. And so, them getting a comp scene started up early was a little bit... It was just as much trying to get goodwill back from, like, the pro players as much as it was for anything, you know? What's up, Kyle? Like, it was just about as much as them being like, hey, you know, sorry that we really screwed you guys. Here's, like, a bone that we can throw you to try to, you know,
Enemy missing right.
earn back some of that goodwill that we lost over the last year of Smite 1 comp. So the idea was there for sure to try to like get back into the good graces of some of those guys, but I mean, I don't know how much goodwill you're going to earn when people are going to be losing matches, and it's already happened. People losing matches because like people are disconnecting and they can't get back into the game at all, and there's no pause button, and you know what I'm saying? Like there is very, 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 very little competitive integrity right now because the servers are just not ready for it, you know? So like that's obviously problematic.
An enemy has been slain.
Nice job.
There was a bug where buffs weren't spotting. Love that. Love that. You know? So, those are obviously issues. And, like, as a pro player from Smite 1, who had quite a few game-breaking competitive bugs that made it so we lost matches, I mean, it is one of the worst feelings, man. Like, losing a game because you make a mistake is one thing. Losing a game because you can't auto attack or you can't use abilities because the game bugged and then you get told it is what it is you know, an entire other can of worms. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. So yeah. So
Enemy
yeah.
missing left.
So we shall see.
Your right tower is under attack.
Enemy spotted.
I call forth a relic from the past.
All right. Classic Mordred player.
I call forth a relic from the past.
Wait.
Be your shield.
An enemy has been slain.
I call forth a relic from the past.
Damn. All right. Not too bad. Okay. Nothing. All right. Okay. There's a lot of would have been better scenarios, unfortunately. There is, in fact, a lot of would have been better scenarios, unfortunately.
An ally has been slain.
It's interesting because, like, after this weekend that we just had, in the grand scheme of things, I just, like, I don't care so much more about what happens with Smite. It's kind of crazy. Not like in a I hope it fails way, or not in like a it just seems so much less important than it was a week ago, where like if something happens with Smite and it dies, like whatever, because there's just so many more things that are more important, you know? It's just like, yeah. Like, whatever happens with it happens, and, you know, it is what it is kind of thing. Oh, good play.
The pyromancer has arrived.
Let's just say that I did not think about Smite one time over the last 5 days. Not once. Didn't think about a single video game, you know? That's about the absolute last second you can grab that horn. So, certainly a gut check to what's important in life.
I call for the relic from the past.
Certainly a gut check. I missed my impale and then I fat fingered my sunder. Huh.
Enemy missing right.
Not the best play I've ever made.
Sorry.
An ally has been slain. Your left tower is under attack. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Also, the sheer amount of Taco Bell that I ate over the last 5 days because I was just trying to like pick up any food to like eat really, really fast to get back to the hospital, you know, would blow your mind. Even my body was like, bro, maybe like an apple or something. And I was like, no time. You get a beefy 5-layer. And it was like, okay, I'll make do. I'll try to get some sort of nutrient out of this. Be right back.
Scent of blood. Slain an enemy.
Okay.
Killing spree.
Goodbye. Oh my god. That's annoying. Okay. Well, he missed. Hey, he missed.
An ally has been slain. Your right tower is under attack.
Hey, a man's got to do what a man's got to do, Spartan, you know? It's a sacrifice he's willing to make.
Your right tower is under attack.
Whoa. That's a crazy Jingwei right there. Oh my god, where's Anubis going? Oh my god, where's he going?
Your right tower has been destroyed.
Okay. Fenrir is actually one of the more versatile gods right now in terms of builds, because tank Fenrir is super good, but like ADC crit Fenrir is super good, but like ability-based Fenrir is pretty good. He's kind of funny. He has a lot of various builds that he can get away with.
Become lost in the lodge.
Seriously? That sucks. I lost the angle for a second. I never played Global Agenda, no. I've heard of it, but I never played it, no. I never played Tribes either.
Your left tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
If the high-res Titanic does end up sinking, what game do you see in your future? I haven't played Deadlock in a while, just because I've been playing Smite 2, but like I do really enjoy Deadlock, and it's still a MOBA. I'm a big fan of Dark and Darker. You know, I just don't have like quite as much time to play it as I would like, so I feel like that would be an option. You know, do some extraction shooter stuff. When Delta Force comes out, play like some Delta Force, do like various extraction shooter games would be fun. You know?
Spotted.
Thank God. Thank God I hit that Sunder. I wouldn't have won. Whew. Wouldn't have wanted to get kicked again. Whew. All right. Threat's real. They're already kicking people. I hear the rumors.
An enemy has been slain.
Not even 2 weeks in and there's comp drama. It's one of the... It is admittingly one of the things. Don't forget to ask them if they need to take a breather. It is one of the things that made it hard to want to like get back, you know, into a comp scene type thing. Is there's definitely, not everybody, not all the time, but like there is definitely just like, there's just a lot of dumb. You know what I'm saying? As with anything in life, there's a lot of dumb, but there's too much. There's just too much. Sometimes, you know, the egos get too big. Sometimes it's really, you can really tell that it's a bunch of grown men playing video games for a living. You know what I'm saying? Just like as somebody who is. Sometimes some of that stuff gets real apparent, so to speak. Sometimes there's weird, like, Smite friend league politics, you know. There's just a lot of weird stuff that can happen. Like I said, not everybody, not all the time, not every team, not every person. Plenty of wonderful people, and even wonderful people make mistakes and do things that, you know, maybe they regret later on. You know what I'm saying? But it's, there is certainly a childlike element sometimes. You know? Certainly. And some people, I mean, to be fair, some people were literally kids when they started competing. Like, there's plenty of people in Smite that started competing when they were, like, 14, and now they're 25, you know? And, like, they're totally different people now, you know? I had a really good conversation many, many years ago with Polar Bear Mike, actually, at a world that they were playing in, just kind of talking about how much he had changed as a person just at that point, you know, within a period of like 5 years, you know, and this was 5 years ago at this point, right? Just talking about like how much differently he views people and comp and how he handles things. And you change a lot as a person over time, you know, you change a lot. Oh my, oh, what a freaking good Mordred. Oh my goodness. What a good Mordred ult into a, what a, I guess, not even a good Loki ult, just a free Loki ult. That was crazy. That was crazy.
An ally has been slain.
What's up, Pala? How are you? Very cinematic, it was. Very cinematic. What's up, Rye? Thank you for the 32 months.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your left tower is under attack.
Omega quitting during an SPL game was peak smite. There's been a couple of peak smite moments, man. There's been a couple. There's been, over the years, there's been some real peak smite moments. And some of them are entertaining and fun, and some of them are cringy. And what's up, Danger? Can you still body block Pyro? You can. Imagine being an objective threat to Anhur. Just imagine. Surrendering after 2 minutes with the failed 5-man gank was peak smite. That was pretty peak. That was pretty peak. For me, I think peak smite was when we were in the Smite Pause League years, because everybody was getting DDoSed in Season 2 like crazy. And I got DDoSed at my house, and I had to pack up a laptop. I was on my computer, but I had a laptop. I had to pick up a laptop and then run down the road to my then girlfriend's house, now wife, and hook up my laptop at her place to then reconnect within the 5-minute pause time to reconnect back to the game to win. That was peak smite. Peak.
Your middle tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
You probably should have been paying a little bit more attention, huh?
Slain an enemy. Double. An enemy has been slain.
Mm-hmm. Smite 2 leaks before the announcement was peak Smite. The best part about the Smite 2 stuff leaking beforehand is that the reason why it was leaking was because of how poorly the transition was being handled and how screwed over the pro players were getting. So some pro player leaked it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we ever found out who it was.
An enemy has been slain.
That was the even better part. It wasn't like somebody like saw some program files behind the scene or something. It was literally like there was a giant Twitter post from the pro player that was clearly in a meeting where they're like, oh yeah, by the way, F you guys. And they're like, oh, F me? No, F you. The nice part is I wasn't in like any of those meetings, so I didn't have to like pretend to not know about Smite 2 because of an NDA, because like I didn't actually know anything official, so I just got to like predict it the entire time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any inside information on any of that, so I just got to like purely speculate about why it was looking like Smite 2 was gonna be a real thing. Somebody just brought it up in chat. The thing that took us over the edge, and this is so funny, but the thing that took us over the edge from this is a rumor to this is definitely happening is Barracuda. When Barracuda quit comp, I said, oh, Smite 2 was 100% happening. There's a 100% chance. Oh, I was like, it's guaranteed. The second that Barracuda said, I'm retiring, I said, oh, Smite 2 is 100% real. There is no world where Barracuda retires unless Smite 1 comp is ended. And Smite 1 comp is only ending if Smite 2 is a thing. The only world. It was the only world. Literally took us from 50-50 to 100.
Like 3 of them.
An enemy has been slain. The enemy team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
It was kind of funny that that's what took us over the edge, but it was, you know?
The Pyromancer has arrived. Has destroyed a left enemy tower.
What's Barra doing nowadays? He's just got a regular person job, I think. I know he does a podcast with Aggro. So he's still like tertiarily involved with Smite. He does like a podcast with Aggro about stuff. But I mean, he basically retired and then got maybe a job at the company where his wife worked, question mark? No, I got interrupted out of my ultimate. Speaking of peak Smite, it actually might be okay. Yeah. Wow. Excuse me. Excuse me. Extremely long-term girlfriend. I think by common law at this point they're married, so.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Become lost in the Lord.
Body block.
Your back.
Damn.
An enemy has been slain.
We did get the kill on him for it, but I died as well. I sacrificed my big, beautiful body for him, you know? Yeah, the TLDR on the pro players getting screwed is they basically was 40, I guess not even including coaches, maybe close to 50 people
Your left tower is under
that
attack.
were basically salaried pro players plus all their comp stuff. And then they pretty much got told out of nowhere that they were all fired, that they all basically got laid off. It was basically like the equivalent of an entire department getting laid off. You know what I'm saying? They were like, yeah, every single one of you guys is not going to have a job anymore. And also, it's going to be about a full year before there's any hope of you getting your job back again. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of a double whammy.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the esport viewership has been doing for Smite 2. I've obviously been busy. But if I had to guess, pretty low. My guess would be 2K. 2K viewers. Is that about right? For those that have been watching, that would be my guess. About 2K.
Attack the Gold Fury!
What's up,
I'm
Marty?
on
How are
it.
you? Spit about around that again.
Lost in the lurch!
Can you explain the way CDR works in Smite 2? Because you're blanking it. So CDR in Smite 2 basically works off of a scaling system that every point of cooldown rate that you get is less efficient than the last. So your first 10% cooldown rate is basically 9% CDR. The important numbers to know for the scaling is 10% cooldown rate is basically 9% CDR. 50% cooldown rate is about 33%, and 100 cooldown rate is about 50% cooldown. So if you keep those three numbers in mind, you'll have a general idea of how much cooldown you have. The tournament you watched about 3 weeks ago was around 1.5 to 2K. Okay. Yeah, no, it was a bad weekend, Sam. It was a real bad worst vacation ever. You know, me and the wife have been saying we should take a long weekend for a long time. Just didn't realize it'd be spent in the ICU. Monkey paw curls.
I call forth a relic! I will leave nothing left of
Good
you!
blink.
Become lost in the lurch! The eternal darkness embrace you.
I want to double. I can't double fist. You cannot double fist pyro bombs. I repeat, you cannot double fist.
Attack the fire giant! Become lost in the lurch!
Destroyed the fire giant. Your right tower is under attack.
Keeping my spot, baby.
Now!
We live to see another match.
Your right tower is under attack.
It's gonna be a while before that joke gets old. It's gonna be a while, I think. I think it's gonna be funny for a couple of days at least. At least. We'll see how long it takes before I stop getting any serotonin out of it. Right. GG. Hey guys, we got a full game of Smite in. 2 hours and 30 minutes is how long it took us to get in an actual game of Smite. Smite 2.